What's up with y'all fruity booties, man? We got a nice special video for y'all today. The video is only special for one reason. I'm gonna keep it a bean. And that's because we talking about LeBron James. This is not the same LeBron James, ... And I think that's facts. I think that's only facts to say simply because he's playing out of his fucking mind these first two playoff games. I mean, in the first quarter, my guy had 8 assists in the first fucking quarter of game one. That's how he was looking. Let's just get straight into the video. Let's get to it.
James, in the head-to-head matchup with Kevin Durant, comes out and pulls off this victory and comes out victorious in this series. I don't want to hear a damn thing anymore about the GOAT conversation.
Nah, that's facts. If LeBron wins, he don't even gotta win a championship, bro. If he wins this series against Kevin Durant, no AR, no Luka Puka, with Bronny, Rui, Smart, Luke Kennard. Come on, bro. He's the fucking GOAT. He's the GOAT. Shout out DeAndre Ayton, man.
No conversation will be officially over.
Facts. Facts.
He said it himself, out loud, in front of the cameras. When they asked LeBron James what the Lakers need from him right now, with Luka Doncic on a plane to Spain chasing a medical miracle for his hamstring, with Austin Reeves in a hoodie on the bench nursing a torn oblique, he looked up and said one word.
Everything.
Not a lot, not whatever I can give, everything. And at 41 years old, the oldest player in the NBA, the most decorated scorer in league history, a guy who came into this season as the third option for the first time in his career.
Look, and I didn't like that. I heard some crazy shit this year about LeBron, bro. I was hearing LeBron was a third option. I didn't like that. I was hearing that the Lakers were better without LeBron. What the fuck are you talking about? Did y'all forget who the fuck we were talking about, my boy? We're talking about LeBron Ramon fucking James, one of the greatest basketball. Look at his arms, dude. Look at his beard, bruh. What the fuck are we talking about, dude? Look how the other man right there, the man to LeBron's right, look how he's looking at LeBron. He want him. I would be looking too. Look how the other bald head man all the way to the right. Look how he's looking across his shoulder at LeBron. Aura, bruh. Aura.
That word carries a lot of weight.
Aura.
Because right now, the world is counting the Lakers out. The Rockets are minus 600 favorites. Most people have already written this series off. And honestly, the entire basketball world is waiting to see if LeBron James can pull off one more miracle. But
LeBron can do what Curry couldn't do.
They're looking at this situation
show
like
heart,
it's a
show
crisis,
fight, lead your
like
team to the
LeBron
fucking
having
promised
to carry
land.
this team
Can't
as some
act
kind
like
of desperate last-ditch gambit. They're wrong. This is actually where LeBron James has always been most dangerous.
Facts, back against the wall, facts.
To understand what's happening right now, you have to understand what this season was
He was never
actually
third
supposed
option.
to
Maybe
look.
you can say he was second option on the Heat after Wade. If you have a brain injury and you don't remember things correctly, you could say that he was second option on the Heat after Wade. Yes, if you're mentally ill. But if you're a normal functioning human, LeBron has always been number one option, except for when Luka joined. That's the only time LeBron has moved from first option to second option. Never third. Middle of the season, AR might have been a better option than Ron. He's 41. Give him a break. Who gives a fuck?
For the first time in 23 years of professional basketball, LeBron James was not the guy. He wasn't the first option. He wasn't even the second. The Lakers were built around Luka Doncic, the new franchise cornerstone, with Austin Reeves operating as the secondary creator. LeBron was the connective tissue, the transition finisher, the Swiss Army knife. And he was great at it. He averaged 21 points, 7.2 assists, and 6.1 rebounds on 51.7% shooting for the season. He was making skip passes from the dunker spot, rolling off pick and rolls as the screener, getting his buckets in transition off Luka's gravity. Most importantly, he was preserving himself, conserving energy, playing smart basketball for a man who knows his body has more miles on it than any player in NBA history.
Facts.
There's a reason the Lakers went 16-2 in the month of March. The entire structure of the team clicked when LeBron embraced that role. Luka was the engine, Reeves was the co-pilot, and LeBron was the fuel.
Facts.
Then came April 1st.
Bro, that's just facts, bro. That's a great way to break it down. Like, and that just shows how great LeBron is as a basketball player, that he's able to recognize, okay, I'm 41, Luka's 25, AR's 23. Let me take a step back, see how they run the offense, okay, and just play where they need me at. And he did that. He did it great, bro. Jordan could never do that. Jordan could never, or Kobe could never just sit back and say, okay, let me watch these young niggas hoop. Let me be they help. Instead of having the ball in my hand all the time, bro. They could never. He's the GOAT.
Oklahoma City, a 43-point blowout loss that nobody saw coming. And in that game, both Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves went down. LeBron described finding out as,
you know, the shot to the heart, obviously, and to the chest.
He had gone to sleep knowing the situation with Luka's grade 2 hamstring strain. He woke up to find out Reeves had a grade 2 oblique injury too, with a 4 to 6 week recovery timeline. Just like that, the team built to win a championship had lost its 2 best players going into the playoffs. And everything, that word, was now LeBron's to carry.
The switch, LeBron's turn.
Here's what most people expected. A slow, slightly diminished version of a legend, trying to fill a role his body wasn't built for anymore. A 41-year-old man asked to play 22-year-old basketball.
Is that not
Here's
crazy,
what they got.
though? A 41-year-old is asked to play the game at this high of a level this late in his career. That's so unhuman-like, and it's amazing that a player is able to evolve with the game like this. 20 years ago, LeBron was 3 years into the league. Bro, the game was nothing how it is. People weren't shooting 30 free throws a game. People weren't shooting 23s a game. Bro, teams weren't even touching 15 three-pointers a game. And now he's able to evolve with that game and still be one of the best, not just one of the best on his fucking team, one of the best in the fucking league. Oh my God.
Instead,
we only 3 minutes in.
in the 3 games since Luka and Reeves went down, LeBron averaged 28 points, 12.7 assists, and 7.7 rebounds while shooting 60% from the field and 46.2% from 3. Let that sink in.
Let that sink in. And y'all try to say he's not the GOAT? Y'all try to say he's not even top 2? To honestly, and with a conscious, real, normal functioning human brain breath, to say LeBron James is not top 2 basketball players of all time, automatically I don't care about your basketball opinion. Automatically. Period.
Those are not adjusted for age numbers. Those are not impressive for a 41-year-old numbers. Those are just straight up dominant basketball player numbers. Period. Against the Golden State Warriors without any of his top 4 teammates, Luka, Reeves, Marcus Smart, and Jackson Hayes all sat. LeBron put up 26 points, 11 assists, and 8 rebounds. He went 11 for 17 from the field. He was scoring in traffic, orchestrating ball movement, commanding the offense like he'd never left the driver's seat. And then 2 days later against the Phoenix Suns, he went out and put up 28 points and 12 assists in 32 minutes to clinch home court advantage for the first round. He scored or assisted on 9 of the Lakers' first 10 made baskets. Oh, and in the first half, he became only the 4th player in NBA history.
Wow, hey, I can tell y'all one thing. 3 things in life that's gonna always be for shit show certain. Death, taxes, and a Rui Hachimura mid-range. God
to
damn.
reach 12,000 career assists. The other 3, John Stockton, Jason Kidd, and Chris Paul.
All
3
point
of the
guards.
greatest point guards who ever lived.
Wow.
LeBron
I don't think I heard
James
what he
is
said.
not-
Listen to what he said right here.
In career assists. The other 3,
LeBron James joins the 12K assist club with only 4 people in it, by the way. Listen to who he names.
John Stockton,
John Stockton, arguably top 5 greatest of all time, easily.
Jason Kidd,
Jason Kidd, arguably top 10 greatest point guards, easily.
and Chris Paul.
Chris Paul, in my book, he's not even scraping top 20 greatest, but in most people's book, he's top 10 greatest point guards ever.
3 of the
And then who's next? That kid from Ag.
greatest point guards who ever lived. LeBron James is not a point guard. He has never been a point guard. He is a 6'9" forward, and he just joined the most exclusive passing club in basketball history. When asked how he was doing it, LeBron said it simply: "I had to tap back into a role that I've been accustomed to in the past, but obviously it wasn't what it was this year. But circumstances have put me back in there, and I'm just trying to feed off my teammates.
That's crazy.
Teammates are feeding off of me."
Look how media trained and he's not even media trained. He's just, I almost feel like this is a glaze fest, but he's not even, because Bron is just like that great of a fucking person. Like, god damn, he's not even media trained is what I'm trying to say. The nigga's just that's Bron. That's just a Bron answer. But circumstances that put me back in there, and I'm just trying to feed off my teammates. Teammates are feeding off of me and just trying to make things happen for us to continue to stay afloat. Bro, no other NBA player has worded anything else that good about being asked a question. Nobody. And it's crazy, bro.
Trying to make things happen for us to continue to stay afloat. Tap back in. Like flipping a switch, like muscle memory so deep that 2 decades of doing something leaves an imprint that never actually goes away. That's the thing about LeBron that gets underestimated. His basketball intelligence isn't just experience, it's
Mink. Did y'all see that? But for the people that say Bron don't got no bag.
That's the thing about LeBron that gets underestimated. His basketball intelligence isn't just experience.
Give him one more, Bron.
Decades of doing something leaves an imprint that never actually
run
goes
it back
away.
So he can be even
That's the thing about
better.
LeBron that gets underestimated. His basketball intelligence isn't just experience, it's architecture. The way he reads a defense, creates angles, controls possession tempo. That's not something that ages the same way vertical leap does. And the numbers are proving it.
Why back against the wall, LeBron?
Here's the part of this story that matters most. And it's the part that the Vegas odds makers, the media, the people writing the Lakers off right now, it's the part they always seem to forget. LeBron James has been here before, multiple times. The circumstances are different, the age is different, the roster is different. But the shape of the moment? He knows this shape. In 2012, LeBron and the Miami Heat were in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Boston Celtics, trailing 3-2, 1 loss from elimination. LeBron went for 45 points in Game 6. Miami won. They went on to win the championship. In 2016, his Cleveland Cavaliers were down 3-1 in the NBA Finals against a 73-win Golden State Warriors team. The entire basketball world had already moved on, and LeBron averaged 29.7 points.
Look at that, bro. LeBron's whistle needs to be studied. This is something that's not talked about a lot, and I feel like it honestly should, because he would have so many more points if they would just call fouls for Bron. I'm not sitting there trying to say Bron's whistle is as bad as Curry's, but holy shit.
Golden State Warriors team. The entire basketball world.
Yo! That's assault. That is assault. Bro, this happened on the street, bro. He would be fucking in jail to this day. If you just walked up to a random dude in a bar and hit their head like that.
Had already moved.
Bro.
On.
Bro.
And LeBron averaged 29.7 points, 11.3 rebounds, 8.9 assists, 2.6 steals, and 2.3 blocks for the series. He led all players in all 5 major statistical categories simultaneously. The only player ever to do that in a finals. The Cavaliers won. The common thread through every one of those runs, when the situation got impossible, LeBron got better. Not because he's superhuman, because he prepares his whole career for exactly this kind of moment.
Bro, that's one thing about Bron too, bro. Like, even I was finna say, I was telling my homeboy, one of my partners, Zada, like a month ago or something. I was like, bro, Curry can be in the GOAT conversation. It's not crazy to say that now, bro. But I just don't know, bro. I don't know. Cause Bron's never let me down. He's never had a bad performance. Like, it's never been a close game. Not close game. It's never been a game. Like a game that matters, and it's like, bro, Bron didn't show up, bro. It's been a couple of those for Curry, bro. It hasn't been really none of those for Jordan, though. You can't say that for Jordan. You can say that for every other player in the league, but you can't say that about Bron, bro.
The way he's managed his body, the way he's simplified his game as he's aged, the way he's built basketball intelligence over 23 seasons, all of it points toward one thing. He's been saving up for this. CBS Sports put it perfectly.
Year 23.
He's back to the old ways, dealing with a roster ill-suited for the playoff series he is about to try to drag them through. Yes, and that's exactly what makes this version of LeBron James worth watching.
Hey, Bron gets a chip this year, even though Luka comes back next round. It's a better ring than Dirk's, and I'm just gonna say that. Leave it at that.
So here's where we are. Game 1 of the Lakers-Rockets first-round series tips off on Saturday, April 18. The Lakers are 4 seeds, the Rockets are 5 seeds, and the Rockets open as -600 series favorites. That means for every $600 you bet on Houston, you win $100. The books barely consider this a series with Luka and Reeves gone. And look, it's not crazy. Houston is a legitimate playoff team. Kevin Durant, 37 years old,
like if they
is
wouldn't
still
have
one
had
of
to
the
play
most
Burma,
automatic scorers
then I
in
actually
the
thought
game.
they were gonna go pretty
Alperen
crazy.
Sengun is an all-star center who can create mismatches in the post. They have a top 5 defense for the 2nd straight year. They won 8 straight games to close the regular season. These are not pushovers.
Rockets been low-key a
But
letdown.
here's what the Rockets don't
Not
have.
really a letdown,
A
though. They
solution
playing
for
Bron.
LeBron James. Houston has multiple defenders to throw at him, sure, but the Lakers' formula for beating them has already emerged. When you aggressively
by
double
Bron.
Durant,
Great try.
it renders him
Look,
passive and
backcourt.
forces Houston's role players, particularly Reed Shepherd, into shot creation. Shepherd shot just 5 for 8.
Look, his long ass foot again.
Aggressively
His
double
long ass foot
Durant,
again.
it renders him passive and forces Houston's role players, particularly Reed
try,
Shepherd,
Jack.
into shot creation. Shepherd shot just 5 for 18 from 3 against the Lakers this season in 78 minutes together, and the Rockets were outscored by 29 points in those matchups. The Lakers also still have DeAndre Ayton, who went 9 for 11 for 21 points against the Warriors in the first game without Luka and Reeves. When LeBron controls the offense and Ayton punishes rotations at the rim, the offensive engine still runs, just through a different gear. In games without Luka this season,
Look at this
the
pass
Lakers
by
post
Ayton, bro. Like, Ayton is such a nerd sometimes.
the offense, and Ayton
Great
punishes
player, bro, but
rotations
he's
at the
just a
rim,
nerd.
the
Look at
offensive
this
engine
pass.
still runs.
Bro, it look like he's shooting the ball. What the fuck is this, Aiden? Come on, bro. Way to
a
get it
different
2 on
gear.
5.
In games without Luka
Way
this
to get it
season,
2 on
the
5.
Lakers posted offensive ratings of 115.8
Hey.
and 116.3, still comfortably above average. The offensive floor doesn't collapse the way everyone assumes. What changes is the ceiling and the margin for error.
dude.
Every turnover costs more. Every missed shot matters more. Every defensive lapse is more punishing, which is why LeBron's decision-making
Hey.
becomes the most critical variable in this
That's
series.
foul. That's
Not
what I'm
just
saying.
his score.
Like, Bron's whistle needs to be studied so bad. Like, it's not even
Shot
it's
matters
not
more.
even crazy to say.
Every
And the people that
defensive
says he
lapse is
cries,
more punishing,
bruh,
which is why
like,
LeBron's
who
decision-making
wouldn't cry?
becomes the
Who
most
wouldn't cry
critical
when he gets
variable
slapped
in
in
this
his head
series.
by Dylan
Not just
fucking
his
Butt?
scoring, his turnover rate, his shot selection, his ability to get
here,
everyone
step
else
back.
in the right spots.
Oh my
If he
God,
can command the
dude.
offense the way he has in
Good
these last
pass.
3
That's why he got
games,
12K,
and
baby.
if Marcus Smart, who returned from his 9-game injury absence in the final regular season game, can anchor the defense the way he did during that 9-game win streak, the Lakers are not just a speed bump for the Rockets. They are a problem. And don't forget, LeBron James hasn't won a
Sengun ain't
playoff
got no
series in
chance.
3 years. That number
Threw it off his
burns at a
fucking head.
competitor of his caliber. He knows it, his teammates know it, and in his final chapter, in what may be the last real shot he gets at this level, that kind of hunger is its own kind of fuel.
The bigger picture, what this moment means.
Here's the big question. Not just about this series, but about this whole moment in basketball history. We're watching a 41-year-old man, the all-time leading scorer,
Hey.
the 4th player ever to reach 12,000
Hey. Oh my
career
God.
assists, the guy with more NBA regular season minutes than anyone who has
Was
ever
that
lived, step back into a role he first played when he was 18 years old in Akron, Ohio. A role that built him into what he became. This is the full circle. He came into the league as the guy who had to do everything with not enough around him. He grew into a team player, evolved into the greatest Swiss Army knife basketball has ever seen, He won 4 championships by making everyone else better. And now, when the chips are all the way down, he reaches back and finds that first version of himself again. Back to the old ways. That's what he called it. And you know what?
Bro, if y'all had to think and say who y'all favorite Bron teammate was, who would y'all really say? Like y'all like watching Bron play with them, like. I don't know, bro. I mean, obviously Kyrie, but like, I kind of like that era with Kevin Love, like that Kevin Love era. You feel me? I think that's probably my favorite Bron teammate, Kevin Love.
Ways still work. The numbers say they work. The basketball says they work. 3 games, 28 points, 12.7 assists, 60% shooting. That is not a player running on fumes. That is a player who has been waiting for this call his whole career, again, and picked up on the first ring. What happens against Houston? I genuinely don't know. The injury situation is too serious, the matchup too difficult, and the margin for error too thin to make confident predictions. Luka reportedly sought medical treatment in Spain. His return timeline is unclear. Reeves is weeks away at minimum. But here is what I do know. This is not the same LeBron James the league buried all season as a third option, a nostalgia act, a player who had accepted his role on the back nine of his career. This is the LeBron James who does his best work when every sane voice in the room says it's over, when the team needs everything and only one player is left to give it. That player, he's done this before, and he's never been afraid of what comes next.
Thanks.
So here's what I want to know from you. Do you think LeBron James can carry the Lakers past the Rockets without Luka and Reeves?
I think
Can he
LeBron James
actually
carry the
pull
Lakers,
off a first-round upset?
as far as he
Or
wants
is this
to.
the year Father Time finally collects?
I mean,
Drop
even
your
if
take in
Father
the
Time does collect, what can you say? There was no AR, no Luka. He's a 41-year-old man. 41-year-old man. There's no. I mean, that doesn't count for Father Time. Father Time would count if maybe he had an ass season, 12 points per game type season, not a Bron type season. This is a Bron season. I mean, he averaged under 20, I want to say, but that is kind of sad. But I mean, Bron, who? There was no point where I seen Bron playing on the court, and I was like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, we gotta get Bron off the court. Never. But great video by Joe Cash. Go ahead and drop a like on that. Appreciate y'all boys for watching, man. Comment down below what I should react to next, man. It's a first reaction video. It's kind of cool. But appreciate y'all boys for watching, man. I don't really know how to end it. Long live Chris Free Nut.